All right, welcome back to Gunners Unfiltered. I'm here with my boy Semir from Casuals FC. How you living, my brother?
I'm doing good, my brother. I'm doing good. Thank you for having me back again. But yeah, I'm chilling. I'm excited.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's do this.
Of course, of course. Good to hear. Good to hear. Good to hear. Everything is good on your side. A couple stuff to talk about Arsenal today, man. One in
Mhm,
particular, that red card from
mhm,
the young MLS,
mhm.
Miles Lewis Skelly. Uh, it was overturned, but just
Yeah,
let's go back to that game against
yeah,
Wolves. Tell
yeah.
me your thoughts on that foul. Was it a red card? Was it a yellow? What are your thoughts on the refereeing for that game?
Yeah. So obviously, I just want to point out, right, to anybody that doesn't know me, if you know anything about me, right, I'm never one ever to moan about refs. I never use refs as an excuse. At the end of the
Hmm.
day, I wholeheartedly believe that that they can only control so much of the game. I think if you lose games,
Fair.
it's up to you and it's your quality of play. And yes, I just want to get that straight. But with that being said, right, the reality
Hmm.
is no, that was not a red card. That was not a red card. And I think for me, I'm coming to the point where I do believe, okay, Arsenal are starting to get rep differently from other teams. That's
Yeah.
the harsh truth. Even though I'm
Yeah.
not with I'm totally against, complaining about refs and whatnot. I think that was just ridiculous. It was a terrible call. And I'm so happy it got rescinded. I'm so
Hundred
happy.
percent. 100%. I'm right there with you. We were at the bar. Everyone was like, "Nope, absolutely not. That's
Mhm,
not a red card." A couple
mhm.
people said, "Oh yeah, it was justified. It was a red card." In my comments, but
Yeah.
we put in the petition. It got
Yeah.
overruled.
Yeah.
He gets to play for Man City.
Yeah.
But looking on the flip side, we saw the refereeing for the Champions League game
Mhm,
yesterday versus Girona, and I
mhm.
felt that refereeing was, it was fair. We
Yeah.
had two penalties. It was super fair. They got
Yeah.
their onside call. They got their goals. I think the referee did a good job, and you could see the difference from an English referee compared to, like, a different scale, a different caliber
Yeah.
of refereeing. What are your thoughts on that match? Just switching lanes to the Champions League match and how that refereeing played out.
So it's ridiculous. I could not believe it. My eyes could not believe it. Two penalties that game for Arsenal. It's what I would do to watch, my team get a ref properly, right? And before I even touch on the Champions League match, Nigel, I want to say that you have to understand. I think I really think there's a conspiracy theory here. I really think the refs have it out for
Thumbs in the
Arsenal.
water.
The
Yeah.
league has it out for Arsenal. And think about how many calls they have won against us, right? And think about the calls you will never, and I mean this, ever see again, right? You will
Yeah.
never see a red card like Lewis Skelly again. You will never see a tactical foul be a red card again. You will never see Martinelli, right, be given two yellow cards in 10 seconds,
Right.
red card, by the same ref, by the way, the same.
Shameless, yo.
You will never see ever again the same way Declan Rice and Trossard were sent off for kicking a ball, right, to be given a yellow card and a red card. You will
Yeah.
never see it again. And I want to add on to that too. That has happened multiple times this season, ever since Rice and Trossard were sent off. Cunha, many people have kicked the ball very far away
Oh
from what
yeah, 100%. Yeah.
you will never, ever see it again. You will
See,
never
much worse for much less, bro.
much,
Much
much,
worse for much less.
much worse,
Absolutely.
much worse. Every new call you see, we are the guinea pigs. We are the trial.
For
It
real.
happens, and then you will never see it again. So the reality is, look, I'm not one for conspiracy theories. I'm not one to complain and moan about reps, but the reality is they are against us. That's the truth.
Yeah.
They are against us, and I'm not hiding it no more. I'm not staying quiet about it no more. But with that being said, though, let's touch on the Champions League match. Honestly, a
Woo.
professional win. Well, I mean, what more can
Yeah.
you ask for, right? You can see we didn't go all guns blazing. The stars didn't come out,
Hmm.
but we still managed to handle it. I
Absolutely.
don't know if you're gonna ask me about it, but let's touch on Ethan Nwaneri. Let's touch on Ethan Nwaneri.
That
Arsenal,
boy.
Arsenal fans, brace yourselves. We might have our very own Yamin Lamal because that boy he's different. He's built different.
Yeah. No, 100%. I'm right there with you. Academy boy. He's one of ours.
Yeah.
I love to see it. He scored that amazing goal. And
Yes.
on the flip, Sterling, he
Mhm.
played the full 90. He
Yeah,
had that penalty. He missed
yeah.
it.
Mhm.
That would
Um,
have just put the icing on the cake for him. Get the confidence going into Man City. Obviously, probably not going to start from Man City because we rested a lot of our starters,
mhm.
which is a good thing, I think. Going into that Man City game, a lot of them have it well rested compared to Man City, who was on the verge of being eliminated from the Champions League. So they had to play all their major players.
Yeah,
So they're a little tired, I would say, going into that match. But
yeah.
overall, that Champions League match, you said it. We handled
Mhm.
business. It was very business as usual, professional game. The calls, it is what it is. Neto was in the goalie. He wasn't right. Which is a little strange seeing. That first goal was a little sus by Dan Juma.
Yeah.
He was way out of the box, but it is what it is. He had a good game, and it was good to see some players get some time,
Mhm.
especially Ethan.
Mhm.
And God, thankfully he wasn't hurt.
Yeah,
Everything went well. He scored a goal, and
yeah.
it was business as usual. Now we back to the Prem,
Mhm.
moving forward to Man City, but before Man City is the transfer window. A lot of talks has been going around about Ollie Watkins. He loves
Yeah,
Arsenal. He wants to play for
yeah,
Arsenal. Do
yeah.
you think they're gonna put in a bid that Aston Villa cannot offer? I mean, wouldn't reject because they'd already put in a bid and it was rejected in like 7 minutes. I heard. So, do
Yeah.
you think they're gonna put in a bid just to go for him on that deadline marquee? Not a
Mhm.
marquee, but a deadline day signing.
Yeah. No, hell no. Hell no. And I want to tell you this, Nigel, and to all Arsenal fans watching and tuning in. That was a PR move. That is a PR move by Arsenal. And they're not going to fool us. They're not going to fool me and no Arsenal fan. The
I was
reality is,
thinking in my back of the head, yeah.
it's such an Arsenal thing to pull off that move the day before the transfer window ends. To let us fans know that, guys, look, we tried. We made the bid. It didn't work. So, guys, what can we do,
Fair
right?
enough.
No, shut the hell up. We know what you're doing. We know everything. And it's to think that they would bid for Ollie Watkins, knowing Villa, right, are playing for
Yeah,
top four, knowing Villa are in the Champions League, knowing Villa are on the verge. Actually, no, they have lost Durant. It's
yeah,
finalized.
he's gone. Yeah,
On. So it's like, did they think that was gonna trick us? Did they think Villa would
yeah,
accept? No. The reality is you failed us yet again, right? Another January in a row. Um, you're not
yeah,
even going for Mathis Tell, a top talented generational talent from Bayern Munich. And there's a chance he might go to Tottenham, our rivals.
yeah.
Or you
I think they already put in a bid for him and something like that. So yeah,
60 million bid accepted, by the way. So it's
yep,
no, it's honestly a terrible PR move. They're not going to bid again for him. They're not going to do shit if I'm being honest.
yeah.
So yeah, it's typical Arsenal. No, nothing about it shocks me.
I'm right there with you, but you never know. Might have some tricks up their sleeve, and they might prove you wrong tomorrow. Deadline day, you
I
might see
hope so.
somebody walking that door.
I hope so.
A striker. If anything, I hope they have a striker just
Yeah,
come in. But I don't know who's gonna do these deals. I don't know who's doing the deals. They
yeah,
put in a bid, but
yeah.
again, it's go back to saying like they're probably not gonna sell Ollie Watkins because that's gonna be their main striker now that Durant is out. So I think ship has sailed.
Mhm.
And you're right. I don't think we're gonna get any incomings this transfer window. Unfortunate, but we all knew that was gonna kind of happen in the back of our head. It is what it is. It's unfortunate.
Mhm.
Um, but we move, man.
I
We
mean,
move and
what more
go
can
for
we
it.
do?
Yeah,
I also want to touch on I want to look Arsenal fans, brace yourselves, prepare. There's potentially right. I need you to understand this summertime. Don't be shocked. Do not be shocked if Arsenal going for the likes of Leroy Sané. If Arsenal try to get a free signing for Gundogan,
oh
like these
yeah,
guys are not serious. All right, this is not a serious institution. Don't be surprised if they try to get these cheap signings through the line. Again, another one of another one of us getting a washed Chelsea signing, a washed City signing.
yep. I already know that the city signing is coming. Definitely, the
Yeah,
city
it is.
signing is
It's,
definitely
it's
coming.
coming. It's coming. Sterling was in the first one. Virginia was in the first one. So it's like, just be prepared, Arsenal fans. I know how this club operates. I hope.
Yeah.
Do I hope I'm wrong? Yes, I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, I'm hoping you're wrong. I'm hoping I'm wrong as well. I hope we just get at that marquee signing in the summertime because the
Yeah,
Cronkies know what time it is. If we
yes.
come short this season, I think Arteta's definitely going to be in the hot seat because it's going to be three times in a row. So they're definitely gonna splash and really
I hope
give
so.
him his last chance. I would say like, hey, we're gonna invest. We're gonna get you what you need. This is
Yeah,
just me hopeful
yeah,
thinking. And if it doesn't work out, maybe part ways. But
yeah.
I do think summertime we're gonna get that marquee sound like a Osimhen or like a big time striker. But for now, we just gonna have to do what we got, and we got a big one coming up on Sunday against Man City. You Mr. Humble. You remember the last time we met up with them? It was a big clash with Jesus. Unfortunately, he's gonna miss this one. But yeah, tell me your thoughts on that big clash versus Man City.
Mhm,
A lot going into that match. We need the points. I know Liverpool is gonna secure their bag, get their
mhm,
3 points this weekend. We got to do the same. But it's against Man City, who's just scrape past the UEFA Champions League
mhm.
playoffs knockout. So, what are your
Yeah.
thoughts on that match?
Funny enough, Nigel, before I even touch on our match, right, I want to say there's a very high chance that Liverpool loses too. They're playing Bournemouth away.
Bournemouth is
A
rolling,
very, very,
man.
very good team. At home, they've beaten us. They've beaten who else? Who else did they play? Nottingham Forest, and they've
Yeah.
beaten Man City as well too, right? All three teams at home. So they haven't lost at home multiple times this season. They're very, very strong. They're
Hmm.
looking strong. And Liverpool are away. So hey, I think I have very high hopes here. So they
Yeah.
might drop points. In addition to that, though, regarding our game, here's the thing, right? Just like you said, let's talk
Hmm.
about the key advantages here. They play their starters in the Champions League midweek match, so they're a bit more fatigued. So that's good. That's good for us. In
Yeah.
addition to that, they've been shit. Let's be honest. They've been a shit team the
Yeah.
whole
Nah,
season.
they've
I've
been
been shocked. They don't have the legs in midfield. They keep getting attacked in transitions. So
yeah.
again, I have faith in that department. Their defense is lacking a bit. Still injuries. There's a chance that that kid might start again, Kusanov. So if he does play yet again, I really want to attack that side of the pitch. I want
Hmm.
Martinez to go all guns blazing. I need him to be direct and attack him.
Yeah.
They're missing Kyle Walker, another big piece. Which again, this is the first game without him. If you don't count the Champions League match, of course.
True.
So those
Yeah.
are the things going against us. In addition to that, too, right? Obviously, there's a slight hope in me, right? If we do in fact bring a reinforcement before the game this Sunday,
Hmm.
that's another advantage.
Yeah.
Depending who that person
100%.
is, with a key player, a key attacker, key striker, that gives me hope into that game as well. But all in all, oh wait, of course we're at home as well too. We're at Emirates, so
Hmm.
all that playing into our hands. There, I think. Look, usually I'm against my team, but I'm gonna go for a 1-0 win. Arsenal.
You even slipped up there once, City.
That's the trauma. That's the trauma. Y'all don't know I'm traumatized, bro. That's the
No, I
trauma.
feel you, man. I hear you, but yeah, it's gonna be a. I know Haaland is up for this one. He's ready. I know he's ready, and I think Arteta he does these little mind tricks for the team, and I think he's definitely gonna use this stay humble as a motivator coming into this
Oh yeah.
match. We've seen it with Bournemouth,
Oh yeah.
with Ivan Toney,
Oh
with
yeah.
his little practice with the
Yeah.
we had a little practice with the boys tweet.
Yeah.
Use that same thing to
Yeah.
motivate them to go, all guns blazing and beat Brentford on the return of that. So I think he's going to use that same tactic. He's going to play that same clip in the locker room and just be like, "Hey, are we going to stay humble?" He's going to definitely motivate them. And I think
Yeah.
with everything that we're doing right now, coming off of that win from Girona, the Champions League, the position we had,
Mhm.
I think we have a good thing rolling right now, and I
Yeah.
think we're gonna follow through and then get the
Yeah.
3 points. I don't know what the score is. I just want the 3 points,
Me too,
and
bro.
we get the win, and that's it, man. I don't care if it's a 1-0, a 2-0, 3-0, 2-1. Raya's gonna be back in the sticks. We're gonna have to, big Saliba, big Gabby. We're gonna have a good midfield, and then Kaya versus the striker if we don't bring in a striker. So
Mhm.
all things are looking good on our side. Besides the gruesome transfer window that the fans really wanted to see a striker come in, but other than that, I think we got this. It's gonna be a really big match.
Mhm.
Michael Oliver, I don't think he's refereeing that match, so at
Hell yeah.
least we don't have that kind of like
Yeah.
13 man on the field for Man City. So that's a positive. Other than that, I think you know, it's gonna be good. I can't wait to watch it, man. It's gonna be good. Everyone's gonna watch it, and it's a very, very crucial game for our season.
Very
So
crucial. Very crucial.
yeah,
It's it's when you think about it, right? It's I think for me, right? It's one of the biggest games of the season because first there's a chance that Liverpool drop points and we get points, right?
fair
And
enough.
that
Yeah,
happens, it becomes a 3 point gap. We do
yeah.
have a game in hand, but it's still a 3 point gap. Now, when we face Liverpool, right, sometime
Hmm.
February, I think, or March, we have to win that game. And
Oh
if we win
yeah,
that game, suddenly now we're equal on points. But they do have a game in hand, but we're equal on points. So the reality
hmm
is, this weekend is, in my opinion, the game of the season, as far as I'm
yeah,
concerned. Until the next match, that's game of the season because
yeah.
there's a high chance that we gain points and they lose points. So we gotta, we have to capitalize for sure. Let me ask you a question though.
Uh huh.
Who is I guess it's not so much more a question, but who's your ideal starting lineup for this weekend?
Hmm. The Regulus, Timber, Saliba, uh, Big Gabby, obviously Ryan the Sticks.
Mm-hmm.
I would put in Calafiori just to start him
Not
because you know he had
Skelly.
that. Huh?
Not Lewis Skelly.
What's up?
It's not Lewis.
Uh, Maybe I'll put Lou. I don't know. I don't know. It's a tough one, man. I will put Calafiori in because he had that one other goal against Man City, so you kind
Yeah,
of need him, and he's been scoring for Wolves, so I think he
yeah,
has a
yeah.
good run, and he scored that goal that was
That's
offsides in the
for
Champions
sure.
League as well. So
For sure.
he got the goal.
Yeah,
The golden boot, I would say.
yeah,
But that'll be my backline, Calafiori, and me. I don't know. It's a toss up between Lewis Kelly, but I will go with Calafiori to start that one.
yeah.
And then Partey in the middle and Odegaard, Rice,
Mhm.
obviously, have those
Same,
three.
same.
Uh, Ethan probably. Ethan
Yes,
starts.
that's what
Of
I was gonna
course,
say.
Ethan starts. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Ethan starts, and then Martinelli on the left,
Uh,
and then Kai's in the middle, just doing his thing.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm exactly with you, brother. I think
but
I
knowing
had the same lineup too. I think for me, it's I was debating between um, either dropping Partey for Lewis Skelly or Calafiori because
oh yeah,
having Rice at the base and the Lewis Skelly in the right side at 8, or Lewis Skelly as the fullback. Because
I
I really
wouldn't mind that.
he's a dog. He's strong. He's a bull.
Yeah,
But at the same time too, though, Calafiori has been hot as well, and off the back of the
yeah.
goal he scored, I want him to play as well too. So it's kind of sticky. What I do know for sure
Yeah.
is that I don't want to see Trossard or Sterling start over
I was
Ethan.
about to say that. I don't know. Like Arteta might play Trossard on the left and put
Yeah, definitely inside.
Martinelli on the right.
Damn shame.
Yeah,
It's a damn shame. It's an absolute
I
damn
don't
shame.
know, man. I've seen a couple bits and spurs of him in the last game. He really won it and he's going for it. He got I don't know. He's looking a little brolic. He got the strength, so I don't know. I wouldn't be too upset if I see him in the lineup and they go with that. Either way, it's a strong
Yeah.
forward, a strong attacking
Mhm.
midfield and forward. So I
Mhm.
wouldn't mind, but
Yeah.
obviously I would like to see the youth Ethan do his
Yeah.
thing. But it might be a little, I don't know. That game is elite. That's up there. Girona is a little different. Wolves is a little different. All those
Yeah.
games are a little different. But you going
Yeah.
against a Man City that just came off of a win and they getting back into the groove of things. You can see with Phil Foden, you can see with Howland, you can see how they mesh again, and it's gonna be a tough one regardless. So I don't know if I'll throw him in as a starter, but I'll probably bring him on 100%. Either
Like
way,
you
we,
know,
we got we got something shaking though. Either
yeah.
way,
No, it's but the thing is, Nigel, is like I think this is part of like this is where you make your legacy as a manager, right? This is where
yeah,
managers make these big calls and play these young
yeah,
players and that winning match for them, right? Guys like Ancelotti, Mourinho,
yeah,
Wenger, like they trusted young gunners too, like Fabregas is
yeah.
17. So
No,
it's
you're
like
actually right, man.
sometimes you got to make these big calls, and the reality is the fan base. We all know that Ethan is a better talent than some of these guys. We all
Yeah,
know he doesn't fear nothing. He's brave with it. He attacks you. He's very direct. He's aggressive. He's also left-footed too, and I prefer playing a left-footed player on that side of the wing.
100%.
So it's like the way he cuts in and shoots the ball. That's something we don't
Yeah,
have really in Trossard, and I think like I said, Arteta has a big call in his hands. I hope he
Yeah,
makes the right.
nah. But
And
on
it's,
the flip,
the reality is for me, I want to say
yeah.
this too, I'm not a huge fan of Trossard playing 90 minutes. This guy for me
Oh yeah,
is
he's probably not gonna see it, but he does his thing. He came up with some savers for us, so I give him credit. He's a good addition to our team, and he fit well
he is.
in
He is.
from
I like
Brighton.
him.
So I don't mind it at all. But I
Yeah,
was saying on the flip side with Ethan, he also Arteta is trying to probably protect him too because he's such a young player. What
yeah,
if he starts? What if he starts and then he flops the game and he has
facts,
to tuck him off at halftime? Like, what does that do for him as a player? What the
100%,
press say about him? So it's also protecting the player too because he's
100%.
also young and he's not used to all this Man
Yeah,
City. Cole Palmer, like he embraced it. It's a little different with
yeah,
Ethan. I think he's
yeah,
trying to
yeah.
protect him as well too, and it's good that
Understand.
he's trying to
Understand.
protect him too.
Understandable. No, that
Um,
makes sense. That makes
hundred
sense.
percent.
I can see that side too for sure.
Yeah, 100%. But either way, it's gonna be a big match, and hopefully the boys are up for it. Some of them are well rested. My boy, Saliba, the Rolls Royce in the back, he didn't even play that last match. I don't think so, but he's well rested and he should be ready to go. Raya didn't even play, so he should be ready to go.
Yep.
Training should be nice on probably today, tomorrow, rest, and then
Mhm.
Sunday you're at it. So I'm ready. I'm ready, man. And it's at home, like you said.
Yep.
So Nicholas Jova, he already know, the corner tactics. So hopefully we get that,
Yeah.
start early
Yeah.
and just not concede because we have a tendency to just
Mhm.
do really good in the first half, and then when it comes 75th minute, it's
Mhm.
just concede, and then it's even as soon as the final 90 plays. So
Yeah.
hopefully we start strong. I know we're gonna start strong. We're gonna get a couple goals, hopefully, and then
Yeah.
hopefully we don't concede. We just lock it down and just see it through.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's all I want to. That's literally all I'm praying for. All
Yeah,
I'm
man. Well, we'll tune in and we'll get your feedback after that game. But any last thoughts before I let you go, brother?
Last thoughts. I want to end it with three things. First thing, Arsenal, I'm begging you if you're listening, please sign a damn attacker for the game. Sign
Sign
a
it
damn
up.
attacker before the game. All right. The
Mm-hmm.
second thing is Emirates. I need them to get rocking. I need the fans to get
Yo,
players. I need everybody to get rocking from social media
100%.
to the stadium in person to everything. Just I need everybody to get rocking. And
Mm-hmm.
the third thing is, Nikhil, if you're listening, please, if you're listening, be brave, make that call. Ethan has to play. Those are my three thoughts.
Hey, I'm fair enough, man. I would love to see him in the starting lineup.
Yeah.
All the fans would love to see him. Even him and Lewis Skelly in the
Mhm.
starting lineup against a Man City. That's
Big
big,
call.
man. That's a
And I
lot of
love it. I
cojones.
love it. I freaking love
That's
it.
a
If you,
lot of cojones, bro.
it
That's a
is. It is.
lot of cojones.
I support it. I would respect Arteta by like a million times more if he does that. I respect it. I respect it.
Hey,
You're not being pragmatic. I love it.
yeah, I do think, however, I do think Lewis Skelly might definitely start. If it had to come down to two of them, I definitely think Lewis Skelly probably gonna start because
Yeah,
I don't know, some with that kid, man. He's good. He's really good, man. He's
he
really
will.
good. He's really grown into that team. He
For
just
sure.
kicked Zinchenko out of his place. Like he's gone.
For
And
sure.
Tierney
For
also.
sure.
So
No,
so
for
it's a blessing to
sure.
have on our team. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man.
Me
But
too.
that's it. We'll tune in next time. And yeah, peace.